Before the farmers market started, we weren't farmers at all. My husband was a building contractor and I was a stay-at-home mom. But the farmers markets gave us an opportunity to do something we loved, and we had the farm here, the land to work on. So we planted some crops and took them to the farmers markets, and we're full-time farmers now, and it works well.
I know tomatoes are ripe when they turn red. I mean, we pick them when they're red and fully ripe and ready to eat. We can get it to the customer, the consumer, fresher than anyone else can.
I love farming because of being out here with nature, with my plants. I like selling at the farmers market because I love interacting with customers. I think that, for me, is one of my favorite parts. I love seeing a plant start from a seed in my greenhouse and then being out in the field, watching it grow, and then having that first giant tomato off the plants, because that never gets to market. It goes right to my table.
Why mandarins? Mandarins, well, this is kind of a funny little story. My wife and her sister used to ride their horses across the street, and across the street there was all these old mandarin trees, and they would come back from riding the horses with pockets full of mandarins. So my in-laws decided that, my mother-in-law specifically, decided that her girls ought to have some mandarin trees right at the yard so they didn't have to go across the street.
I was born at the Old Auburn Hospital, and I rolled downhill to Penryn. And in the mid-70s, my grandfather wrote me a letter stating that he was tired of farming and was going to sell the place. And I called him up and I said, well, hang on, and I'll be down and try it for a year. And I think that was 37 years ago, and we're still trying.
The farms here are pretty small, so there's more attention to detail. In Placer County especially, we have really good soil, so for the mandarins, it makes a really good flavor. Our old trees, these trees being so old, also gives a different flavor. Every farm in Placer County will have a little bit different flavor, but I really think it's the attention that the small farmer can give to their crops.
We go out and we hand select each piece of fruit that we clip off the tree. And then that fruit goes into our packing shed, where in our packing shed, once again, it's all hand sorted into bags or into bulk bins to be taken to the market. And one of the things that's pretty unique is that not a lot of the operations can say that the farmer actually touched each piece of fruit that goes to market. The fruit goes to market the next day, where it gets sold.
Know who grows my food because I want to know how it's grown, what's used to grow it. I also want to know that it's fresh, that it's been picked recently, and the relationship with the farmers is very important to me.
Oh, fresh means flavor. When you take a single bite of a piece of lettuce I just took from Kristen, oh, it was just awesome, and she let me sample it. It was just lovely.
Fresh? Well, it means coming, you know, it's been picked within a few days. It's flavorful, it tastes good, it tastes like what it's supposed to taste like.
We moved up to the area about 8 years ago, and we've been pretty much here every Saturday since then, rain or shine. It's all about getting the freshest, quickest access to food for us. We live pretty nearby. It's a family outing every Saturday. We bring our young twin boys here and teach them all about fresh food.
I've been shopping at this farmer's market since I moved here 14 years ago. In fact, it was a reason that I chose to live in Auburn, because there was a farmer's market.
We see the same farmers here every week. They talk to us, they know the things we like and recommend things to us.
Because it's going directly into our family's bodies, and the fresh fruits and veggies versus frozen, we can't get enough of it. We'll leave here with plums and be out by the time we get home.
The food itself is being grown as healthy as it can be for us here at the market.
It's just important to us to know that we know the source, we know what went into the food, what didn't go into the food, more importantly, and seeing the smiles on our kids' faces as they chow down on it.